Okay, all right. This is what we're looking at here is my son Carl, for one thing, uh, chipping a piece of the chert. That people would argue whether this is a flint or a chert down here because it's almost identical to some of the European flint that you would see, but very very beautiful, sort of a caramel colored flinty rock, and uh, would be almost identical to some of the French historic period gun flints that we find occasionally in the southeast here. But this occurs on the Flint River, so it's all location, location, location.
Where's the Flint River?
The Flint River it arises near Atlanta, but if you're looking for the Flint resources in the Flint River near Atlanta, you're a little off course because you don't really find the chert or flint until you get into southwestern Georgia here near Albany, Georgia. And that's where we are right now, and this is sort of an epicenter for flint or chert, again, if you prefer, in this area. So Carl's just trying to reduce a piece of this stuff into some usable flakes. Here in America, we often get sidetracked by the formal tools, projectile points or arrowheads in the vernacular here. But realistically, sharp tools of every sort are very important. These are two flakes. I made that one yesterday, kind of blade-like flakes with good razor edges, and I was almost inadvertently knocked that one off today while I was instructing another friend of mine here what to do, because you need different kinds of edges, and formal tools have serrated edges. A lot of the flake tools are more expedient, and they have just sort of razor sharp edges like that one right there. And an analogy I sometimes use with people is that in your kitchen at home, you go through the same thought processes as people did thousands of years ago. This is not some sort of esoteric knowledge that why people use different tools in the past. If you're slicing a loaf of bread, you need a different knife than if you're trying to slice a tomato.
Right.
So you need different edges for different tools, and even though the formal tools, the points and bifaces and that sort of thing, they get the attention because they're symmetrical and they appeal to some portion of our brain, the blade tools, flake tools, are just as important, at least. I can make a projectile point out of one of these, but I can't make one of these out of a projectile point. It doesn't work. It's a one-way street that doesn't work in reverse. There. So of the things I have done this weekend, these two are probably going to go wrapped up separately home with me as working tools right there.
Right. What's your name?
My name is Scott Jones.
Scott, would you say this is for Vada, so I can put this, my actors can use it?
What's that?
This is for Vada, visual accent.
For Vada. This is for Vada. All right, get a card over there.